Hello everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Am I the Asshole? If you like hearing Reddit stories, it would really support the channel if you could give us a like or subscribe. Without further ado, let's dive into our first story. Am I the asshole for refusing to attend my sister's no-kids family gatherings because I'm the only one with children? I'm the only one in my family with kids, 2 young ones, ages 4 and 6. My siblings don't have children, and my parents are retired. Recently, my sister moved into a new house and decided she's hosting family gatherings with a new rule: no kids allowed. She claims her house isn't kid-proof and wants more relaxed events. She framed it like she's doing everyone a favor, but let's be honest, it's just my kids. So this rule is clearly aimed at me. It's hurtful, because these are family dinners and holiday get-togethers. We've always celebrated together as a family. Now suddenly my kids aren't welcome? What bothers me most is how this will affect my children. My 6-year-old adores his extended family, and if he finds out he's being excluded, it would break his heart. I'm worried he'll never get over it. How do I explain to him that he's not wanted at these family events? It could create a rift between him and the rest of the family. He's sensitive, and I don't want him growing up thinking he's not important. When she told me about her no kids rule, I said I wouldn't attend if my kids weren't invited. She accused me of overreacting. But if this becomes the norm, what happens for holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas? Am I supposed to leave my kids at home every time? The rest of my family is siding with her, telling me to just go along with it and leave the kids at home for a few hours. My parents, who don't have grandkids from my siblings yet, think it's no big deal. They're even pressuring me to cut my sister some slack since she had a tough time buying her house. But where's the consideration for me and my kids? To top it off, my other sibling, who's child-free, said, "Maybe this is good for you. You could probably use a break." Great advice from someone who's never had to juggle parenting while trying to stay connected to family. Am I the asshole for refusing to attend her gatherings and calling her out? I feel like I'm being forced to choose between being part of my family or being a parent. Actually, I'm going with no assholes here. But listen to my reasoning. When no one of your extended family is even mildly against this, then there is a message here. Whatever you're usually doing with your kids at family gatherings isn't working for the others. Yes, kids are kids. Kids can be a little much. They're just happy to see everyone. Parenting is hard, etc., whatever. We've heard it all. Nobody likes their parenting criticized, but that doesn't mean every criticism is unfounded. If you can be honest on yourself on that, you might be able to have an open conversation with your relatives about it and reach a different solution which doesn't exclude the kids in principle. You're NTA for not leaving your kids alone on major holidays. But if it's like I feel it is, the others are NTA either. I agree, I was thinking the same thing. It's a little odd that everyone, including the kids' own grandparents, agree with this rule. That tells me it's not just the sister who wants a break from these kids. Time for OP to take a hard look at her kids' behavior and her own parenting and ask herself why no one wants her kids around, even their own family. I also find it a little odd that this sister has the ability to declare she is the one hosting all holiday gatherings moving forward. OP doesn't portray this situation as the occasional event that is at sister's house, which would be very appropriate, maybe not for holiday gatherings, but as her children no longer being welcome anytime the family gets together. She's either exaggerating how many family events will be at the sister's place, or downplaying her children's behavior. I'm going to label this as you're the asshole, unless OP can provide more context. Not the asshole, based on your POV, but as someone who doesn't have kids, I'll tell you that saying, "my house isn't child-proof," is code for, I don't feel like you control your children. Maybe talk to mom and see if there's an issue you're not noticing with your kids' behavior away from home. Info. Is your sister the only person hosting family events? What about the rest of your family, including you? Do the rest of you host? And if so, are those events child-free? I don't see an issue if your sister hosts an occasional child-free dinner or event at her house and for your kids to be watched by another relative or babysitter. They're not going to feel left out because mom and dad occasionally go out by themselves. and it would be good for you to have some adult-only time. I do think family holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas should include the kids, so either your sister is able to make exceptions for those holidays, or they can be hosted at someone else's house who doesn't have a child-free rule. Well, that's another episode of Am I the Asshole in the books. I really appreciate all of you who made it this far into the video. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, it would really help the channel out a lot if you gave the video a thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.